Alright, so we've each kind of worked on one or two things in particular to help, like we had mentioned earlier, both distance and direction. I know for Norman, we tried to help on his distance a little bit by getting his weight back to his left side, which is going to be important. And not only is that going to affect his distance, it's going to help his accuracy as well. Wayne, we helped work on your alignment, and one thing that we worked on was with this alignment rod. It's going to be important to practice that once or twice a week just to kind of get it to where you're not having to think about it on the golf course. It's still going to be important to pick an intermediate target, but however, if you're able to work on this, it's going to help get the intermediate target easier to pick. And I know for Burton, we worked on your angle of approach, which is going to help both your distance and direction, but I think primarily it's going to help with your direction. As you're getting a little bit steep before, it's easy for that club to kind of open up and close down to miss the target a little bit that way. But I think with a couple bags of balls even twice a week, that could be a big improvement. And then Chuck, we worked on the path of your club there, which is going to affect your distance and direction. But I think primarily it's going to affect your distance, because your angle of approach is going to also be a little bit shallower that way. You're going to be able to turn the ball over, which I know that's one thing that we mentioned earlier. So I think just trying to set either a ball or a tee down inside the one ball that you're hitting would be a good training wheel to start. Alright, so we've wrapped up lesson 2 on putting. So our biggest thing that we worked on, we're going to try to keep the face going towards the target throughout most of the stroke, which is going to help our direction, which most of you have mentioned that could be an issue every once in a while. And also by keeping that face square to the target throughout most of the stroke, we're going to be able to hit the putt more solid, which is going to give us more of a consistent result as far as our distance goes. We each went over a few different things to work on. I'd probably recommend doing that twice a week, hitting 20 to 30 putts the next time you're out here on the course, with the different drills and aids that we went over today, which will help improve your distance and direction. We've worked on several different things in this lesson, trying to get our chipping and pitching in a little bit better shape, because I know each one of you had mentioned that we had some difficulties with both chipping and pitching. So what we've worked on today is just trying to keep pitch shots as close to the ground as possible, as well as trying to get some chip shots a little bit higher in the air. But the main thing is just keeping the club just a little bit lower to the ground, which you're a little bit more shallow that way, because we're just wanting to land the ball right on the edge of the green and let it roll up to the hole. And another way to do that, and the best way to be able to do that, is using an alignment rod, basically to make sure that this left side stays straight, so that the club head does not pass the hands, which can cause fat and thin shots and your directions off as well. So to be more consistent, we'll use that alignment rod at least several times a week in our practice to be able to get our pitching in a little bit better shape. Just concluded our last of the 4 lessons. I'd really like to thank each one of you for your time and patience going through this. I hope that you all have learned a few things as far as the full swing, chipping and pitching. Each one of those drills I think could really benefit all of you just by hitting 20 balls a week with each one of those drills as far as the full swing, the putting, and the chipping is concerned. But today we wrapped up with our chipping, where we're trying not to hit up onto the ball, which is creating the overspin. We'll also try to keep the face a little bit more open to the path at all times, which that's how you get a little bit more spin on the ball, where most of us do have a problem of closing the face a little bit and then it stays a little bit lower and rolls out. As well as trying, similar to pitching, we'll try to not let that club head pass the hands, because you can get away with that whenever your timing's good, but whenever the timing's off or the lie is bad, that's whenever the fat and thin shots occur. So if we can just try to keep the hands in front of the club head on these chip shots, they're going to go a little bit higher and land a little softer. But thank you guys again for your time and hard work. I really do appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you guys.